What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
There are new questions surrounding the health of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell after that incident there, where he once again appeared to freeze this week while speaking with reporters in Kentucky. This was the second time in recent weeks the top Republican seemed to zone out while talking to media. No medical reason was given for the incident, and a Capitol doctor cleared him to return to work the very next day. But the latest incident is once again prompting speculation into his health. To dig more into this, let's bring in board-certified invasive cardiologist Dr. Fahmi Farah. She's also the director of Bentley Heart in Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you so much for joining us to talk a little bit more about this today. Now, we know that Capitol doctors cleared McConnell to return to work. They gave no medical reason for what happened. How much health information should we really have about our politicians or candidates? Of course, we all like to hold that private to ourselves, our health information, but these are public officials working for the people. Should that information be revealed?
That's a question that's, the answer to that is not entirely up to me. But from a health side of things, as a physician, especially as a cardiologist, I can tell you that it is alarming. And for our viewers, those are some classic signs of what's called transient ischemic attack, which is a mini stroke. And as you mentioned, this is the second time we're catching this on air. Those are usually signs for another, major stroke coming on. Those are warning signs. It could have also been a seizure. So, I'm not personally involved with his health, so I do not know what the exact condition is, but as a physician, I can tell you this is not something that should be ignored. Definitely should be looked into. A thorough cardiovascular workup should be done, as well as neurological workup.
And the 81-year-old senator did say he felt lightheaded after both of those incidents. And as you said, you're not treating him. And of course, that can be attributed to several things. But in terms of aging and the conditions that you just named, what are some other abnormal symptoms people should look out for? And what do you think, Mitch McConnell's physicians should really be looking for specifically in him as well?
In him specifically, with the common symptoms that we've witnessed, number one would be transient ischemic attack, which is a mini stroke. Number two would be seizures. So both neurological and cardiovascular workup should be done. You asked a very important question. What are some of the common symptoms people should be looking out for? Common stroke symptoms are difficulty in speaking, so speech deficit, drooping of one side of the face, or paralysis or weakness of one side of the body. Any of these are very common symptoms and signs that our public need to know about, because, one of the highest risk and mortality is from cardiovascular disease, and stroke is one of them.
And of course, with Mitch McConnell, this hasn't been a one-off thing. We have seen other health problems just this year alone. In March, he was hospitalized with a concussion after a fall. And there was also another reported fall at an airport in July. If a patient you were treating continued to have these type of medical incidents, falls, and these freezing bouts that we've seen in just the last few weeks, do you think there should be a hard discussion about possible work and lifestyle changes?
Oh, absolutely, yes. It could be a number of causes behind all the symptoms and the falls. Age definitely is a factor. We can't ignore that. So yeah, I do think that if I was just treating, not this individual in particular, but any patient in this age group with the risk factors and the kind of incidences we're seeing, there should be a discussion of work-life balance.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's not the only lawmaker we've seen struggle in recent weeks. Dianne Feinstein as well. So raising a lot of questions about the age and health of our politicians leading our nation. Dr. Fahmi Farah, thank you so much for your time and insight today.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.